Rivera. I'm the Vacation Bible School Director at the First Baptist Church of Polk City. I am also the Vacation Bible School Director for the South Florida Baptist Association. It saddens me we couldn't have our face-to-face clinic, but I'm praying that these videos that we're putting together for you will encourage you and help you keep planning for your vacation Bible school for this summer, okay? The nice thing about this is that I get to actually do a session with these virtual clinics that we're doing, the sessions, and I chose the snacks. I don't usually get to teach because I'm busy being the director and planning. So this is a nice little change for me. So today I chose to do the food truck snacks. Now this is one of my favorite rotations. I don't know if it's just because of food, but I also enjoy the engagement, the fellowship we get to have with the children during this time. They're relaxed, they're enjoying their food. It's easy to go up to them and start talking to them, question them, see how they're doing and what they're enjoying, things like that. So I really enjoy snack time when I'm able to go and mingle with the kids. Now about these cards, the first thing you're going to need is the recipe cards. I have learned that personally I order 3 of these because you give them out January, February, never fails, a set goes missing. So I have a master set and then the other 2 go to my snack leaders. Things happen, but what I do is I laminate mine, bind them together. This allows me to take a card or 2 out if need be. The lamination allows me to write on them with dry erase markers. It protects them from food, from water damage or anything like that. It just keeps them stronger for me because I tend to look through these a lot as I'm planning throughout the months that I'm planning for Vacation Bible School. Now, second thing you need to decide on is, are you going to just do snacks or are you going to do meals? Okay, we have Vacation Bible School in the evening time, so we do the meals. But whichever you choose, these cards will be a perfect resource for you. Okay, so now let's talk about the cards. There are 5 cards in here, and each one deals with the daily Bible content. Okay, so see, this one says day 1. This is about the foundation of love. This is the story of Jesus choosing Matthew. He was a tax collector. Nobody liked him. Jesus came along, said, "Follow me." He followed, okay, and he became one of Jesus' disciples. Now what we learn out of this is that Jesus chooses to love us and we can't earn it, okay? He loves us freely. And all that information is right here, but on the back is the recipe to go with that, and it's like gold coins. So Matthew was a tax collector, so gold coins, which I made, very easy. It's a Ritz cracker with the spray can cheese. They're delicious too, by the way. Day 2 is the foundation of forgiveness. This is the story of Paul's redemption. He was a persecutor of Christians, and when God came into his life, he became a man well known for leading so many people to Christ. So we learn that Jesus loves us regardless of our sins. And on the back of that is the Rocky Road Brownie. Okay? Day 3 is the foundation of worth. This is the story of Jesus praying in the garden. As he was praying, he knew what he was about to endure. He was going to suffer. He was going to endure so much pain, and he chose to do it. So that's what the children learned that day, is that Jesus chose to die for us. And that is the garden dirt cups. Lots of chocolate, so chocolate lovers will love that one. Day 4 is the foundation of promise. This is the story of Jesus' resurrection and his promise. We just, this past weekend was Easter, so we're all familiar with the crucifixion story and how he rose 3 days later. And this is the story of after he rose. And what we learn on this is that Jesus will always love us, okay? Day 5 is the foundation for life, okay? This is the story of a wise and foolish builder. Jesus tells a parable. A wise builder takes heed of Jesus' word and acts on them, builds his house on a solid rock. A storm comes along and it's still standing. A foolish builder doesn't take heed, doesn't take action. He built his house on sand. The storm comes along, totally wipes everything out, okay? So this lesson is that Jesus' love is the foundation for the rest of our lives. Use these all different ways. Get creative. That's the theme this year, I think, is get creative. And have fun with these. It's a good way to engage with the children, to go back to their Bible lesson every day. After that, there's 20 more cards. So you got 25 recipes to choose from in here. You'll notice as you're going through that some will have a GF up here in the left corner, or PF, and I found a couple that have both. PF is preschool friendly. They're easy. Preschoolers can help, things like that. The other one is gluten free. Keep that in mind for allergies, children who have allergies. Make sure you look at the recipes as you're sitting down picking out your recipes that you're going to do for the year, for the week. Read the full recipe. Some of them are real easy, like the gold coin. Just two ingredients, that's it. Easy to do. Other ones, you have to do more prep. You have to have refrigeration time. You have to have a microwave. You may even have to have an oven. So read your full recipe, okay? Just out of fun, I made recipe number 4. It is the truck hauler. I used the strawberry wafers. They've got chocolate, they got vanilla, but I like pink. They got Rolos, and it tells you can use mini Oreos for the wheels. I am looking forward to having the kids build these. And then they're yummy, so they'll enjoy eating them. Okay, my own observations of these cards. There's 3 different trail mixes. You've got number 6, which is Construction Zone Crunch. Say that a few times fast. It's got cheese balls and these veggie straws, but it tells you in the recipe, use whatever crunchy thing you want. So use it. Make it your own, which leads us to number 8, which is build your own trail mix. Now, they had this over at the Nashville preview when we went up there for us to go and get any time during the whole time we were there. And a couple of my team members were like, oh, this would be good if it had this or that or the other. So I served it at our early bird, and I added M&Ms and chocolate chips because I'm a chocolate fan. To me, a trail mix isn't good without some sort of chocolate. And I enjoyed it. So make it your own. Be creative, whatever your children like. Just be careful with peanuts and foods that people can be allergic to. Also, that leads me to number 17, nuts and bolts. At first look, it's a trail mix with just some cereal. I started looking at the recipe. You actually have to bake it. So like I said, read your recipe before you decide on it and make sure you can do it. It looks good. Might even try them. And then our last one is number 10. Number 10 is the Dig and Rubble Dip. It's a delicious dip. Great for fruit. I again had this at my early bird, but unfortunately it's a little lumpy. So those of you who want to do this dip, make sure you use an electric mixer on your cream cheese before you add anything else. If not, you're going to get lumps of cream cheese. I love lumps of cream cheese, so it didn't bother me, but I know not everybody does. So just a little tip that I found. But it was really good, so I enjoyed that. Now, the rest of the cards, they give you more than recipes. They give you store-bought snack ideas. And they've got like pretzels for nails, the cheese balls for wrecking balls, or your grapes, or anything like that. You can use any snack you want. Get creative. Think about your theme. Look at the shape. Look at the color. Give it a name. That's what they did. On the other side is decorating tips. I am blessed with a couple of people who love to decorate. They do a great job, so I let them. When you think of a construction site, a food truck comes and feeds the construction workers sometimes. So, I mean, it was just obvious to have food truck snacks for us this year. The next card is dinner options. It's both sides. It's With it being construction theme again, it's build a burger bar, build a salad bar, build a nacho bar, stuff like that. If you don't want to do it for your kids, maybe think about doing it for your adults, your workers and things like that. Very good choices here. The next one is allergies. This is a big one. Remember I told you to think about the gluten-free recipes as you were looking through everything. Make sure you have a quick alternative for anybody with certain allergies. Say like you have something that has peanuts in it. Make sure you have an alternative that night for anybody allergic to peanuts. Let the parents know the menu ahead of time if you need to. Not a big deal. Send it out. Maybe post something where the parents can see the night before of what you're having the next night. Whoever does registration, they're the first one who's going to see. Make sure they make a list when they see an allergy. Get that to the snack leaders. Have your child wear certain clothing. My church, anybody with an allergy wears a bracelet, okay? Make it known. Any volunteer, if they see a red bracelet, that person has an allergy, okay? So make it well known about allergies. It can save a child's life, even an adult's life. The next card is sharing the gospel. This is a biggie too. This one's I think it's even more important than allergies. Copy it. Make sure your workers and your helpers know about it. Post it somewhere. I like to have the gospel, God's plan for me, laying around quite a few places for volunteers to easily pick up if they're having trouble leading a child to Christ. This will guide you. This will guide you. The basics to get them to Christ. You never know when a child's going to start asking those questions. And as you talk to them, they may want to know more. Be hungry. Always be prepared. Be a Boy Scout. Always be prepared. All right, and the last one is, this comes with a little piece of paper. My last couple of ones did. I laminate that. That's great for notes. Just as a side note, I like to have that. Having the right tools and the right blueprints can make snack time rotation fun for both the kids and the volunteers, okay? We can build a foundation with them that they will always remember. I like to think that one day, years down the road, a child can say, oh yeah, I remember Miss Chris. She came and sat over with us, talked, and we played, and we had a good time, and we learned about Jesus during that VBS. So I want children to think of me fondly, okay, and things like that. So engage. It makes it so easy to engage during snack time. Have fun with the kids. Enjoy the kids. Remember, God can use anyone, any place, any time to help a kid build a firm foundation. So be ready. Be open to it. I hope that this video encourages you. It helps you get started on your planning. We are praying for every church in our association. And I'm also praying personally that every church is still planning their vacation Bible school this summer. One way or another, have it. Be determined. Have it. And I know I am. I'm like, I don't care. We're going to find a way to have it one way or another. It might have changed the date. It might have changed different ways. But we are praying for you. So know that. And like I said, I hope this video helped you. And thank you for listening.